What's up, guys? It's your boy T. If you can tell, I'm sick. That's why I haven't really been making videos lately. But I want to talk about this one, and I'm starting to feel better. So if you just bear with me, we can get into this. So just ignore my voice for right now. I'm fine. I'm good. I want to talk about this kick streamer named Somali. Now, this isn't my first time hearing about him. I remember earlier this year, he was on a train, and he was screaming out. Nagasaki, Hiroshima on a train to this guy. Let me find out what he exactly said. The dude was on a train, but it was in Japan. And he said, you know, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, why did you do Pearl Harbor? You know what we do to you? We destroy, because you don't know how to behave. We would do it again. You understand? Who says that to somebody who had nothing to do with Nagasaki, Hiroshima, or Pearl Harbor? Nobody. in this generation. Like, it's not funny, but it's just like, why would you say that stuff? Why is that the first thing to pop in your head when you're in Japan? When you're in Japan, or any country for that matter, you're supposed to enjoy their culture and enjoy everything around it, because you probably don't have this stuff at home. You know, go to the Nintendo world, do some fun stuff, not bother people and remind them of World War II. Who wants to be reminded of World War II? It's nice to know, to remember history and everything, but nobody wants to think about that 24/7. So anyway, he said that, and I think it was out of pocket. I'm pretty sure we all can agree that not right. I mean, I don't think there's no disagreement that, hey, you should say that stuff. I know we all make our jokes with our friends or whatever. I get it. Say that with your friends, not in public, especially when you in somebody else's country saying this stuff. Now, a lot of the times when he does do this, what I will say is it put a smile on my face because he get beat. He'll get punched in the face. He'll get trampled. He'll get knocked out. Like, he gets assaulted. And I should have laughed or be happy at the fact that he gets assaulted. But when you do stuff like that, whatever comes your way, I mean, it was going to come your way. You deserve it. You made it happen. It's like a fortune cookie say, oh, if you do this, it'll happen. Yeah, you did it. You made it happen. You made it happen. And it's all on you. You can't be upset or mad about anything. It's all on you. And the thing about it, he wants to get beat. That's the thing. He wants to get beat because there's more people that get to see him. And it's like a humiliation fetish. I don't know why. But at the end of the day, more press and more eyes on him, that's better because the more money he can make. And as you know, Kick 95% split. So all these donations he be getting make him money. And on top of that, his quote unquote fans that watch him, and I really don't think they fans of him. They just watch this stuff because it's fun to see him get beat. And I guess they find it funny him saying these things in Japan, saying all this racist stuff. Because around that age, I would believe these are like younger people. I don't believe it's anybody that's like actually fully functioning brain and everything doing it, but I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure they find some type of funny of it, because again, remember, I was raised around the Leafy era. I used to watch Leafy a lot, so if I was younger, I probably would find this funny. I probably would be laughing at it. But as you grow, you learn, like, hey, this is just stuff you just don't do. So I'm gonna show you a video. He'll get a beat.
Hey, racist. Okay. Hey, you. What's going on? Yeah, what?
Just don't grab my camera. All you have to say
don't
is
grab nothing. Oh.
Anonymous sent $3 Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Hiroshima, Nagasaki.
So as you can see, they knocked the Mario coins at this boy. They knocked the Mario coins at that boy. You hear it as soon as he punched this Mario coins popped out. So as you can see, he gets knocked out. And the funny thing is, after he get rocked, you just hear people clapping in the background. They clapping it up. That's how you know you the bad guy. When people start clapping once you get knocked out, you did something wrong. And I like how his friend is just like, don't touch my camera. Why you got your camera pointed to him in the first place? And on top of that, you're probably antagonizing these people. It don't even matter the context. I honestly feel you was in the wrong. And the reason I feel like he was in the wrong is because he's a kick streamer. A lot of kick streamers, especially IRLs like him, they want to antagonize people like that. They want people to make reactions. So he did something. He has that camera because that's how he make his money. So what were you doing to make these people, to make this guy? And for what it looked like, he don't look like he's a citizen of Japan. He might be. I'm not too sure. but he don't look like one. It just don't make sense for him to just strike you out of nowhere for no reason. And you see in the beginning, the dude just being vulgar, just talking bad to this one guy and calling him racist. I don't know how sure it is, but with that being said, y'all both can be racist. Two wrongs don't make it right. I don't care what he said. I don't care what you said. Y'all both said something wrong. And y'all should have said them things in the first place. If you should have said, hey, F you. Your mama should have never conceived you or something like that. You know, say stuff like that, but don't bring the race into it. Say other things. I know this is not Xbox. Don't go for the cheap shots. Don't go for the cheap shots. Go for you gotta try. You gotta actually try with this. So you see, he got beat. And this is what happens on his streams. A lot of the times is that he just walk around. He just say some random stuff, say some stuff that you shouldn't be saying in somebody else's country. So shouldn't be saying in general. And then he says that. Then he gets knocked out, hit by somebody in the pub. The citizens of Japan don't like him. If they could ban him, they would probably ban him. They'd probably Tyler Creator, like they did in the UK. And the funny thing about it, even the Yakuza is after him. The Yakuza don't even like him. A gang don't even like y'all, man. Like stuff like this makes people not want foreigners in their country if you're going to disrespect them like this. So I don't even blame people from other countries that talk bad about Americans sometimes, because obviously he is American. And when you do stuff like that, that represents us. And they just like, well, if these Americans anything like him, then nah, we don't want them being here. Another thing funny about this guy, I don't believe his fans are actually his fans. I believe they just like to see him getting beat. It's not good to grow a fan base off of negativity and doing stuff like this in your younger age, because in the future these people aren't gonna care about it, and your content really ain't gonna have any type of substance. All it is you picking on people, and as you grow you realize you don't like to get messed with. Who really wants to get messed with? Even when you're young, I get we mess with people as we were younger, as we grow up, but nobody really likes to be messed with like that, and that's just not right. There's plenty of YouTubers who've done the same thing, and it's like history repeats itself, because there's probably like a streamer that did this before. I believe Ice Poseidon kind of did things like this, but not to like this extent, but he kind of did similar things to this. There's plenty of YouTubers that did trolling prank videos, quote unquote, and they are not talked about to this day now, and if they are brought up, it's in negative connotation. The YouTubers such as Vitality TV, Sam Pepper, Joey Salads, like these people made fun in their heyday too. Now they had money, they had popularity, but it was also made fun of H3, Penguin, Leafy. They made fun of them too. Another thing, like I said with Vitality TV was on a porn video. He was on Bang Bus, but I think he couldn't get it up, so he technically wasn't out on Bang Bus. It's things that you got to do for money now, things because he owned drugs or whatever. It's like people need to really take this consideration how they treat people in the future. So because if you treat people right now, in your future, I know it seems like, oh, you're doing it to benefit yourself, but it's better just to treat people with respect and treat them right, because in your future you don't want to look back and then all people talk about is, oh, remember when he went to Japan and called and told people he was going to commit Hiroshima and Nagasaki again. Like, do you really want to have your legacy, quote unquote, as a guy that went to Japan and said he going to commit Hiroshima and Nagasaki again? I don't think I would, and I don't think you would either. It's like, now if we talk about legacies, it's not even really a legacy. A lot of people like to say they're a legacy, but this is not right. This is not okay. It's not cool for the people over there, and it's not cool because they represent us over here. So you shouldn't do stuff like that. That's really what I want to talk about with Johnny Somali. Hopefully he can Johnny Somali. Hopefully he gets better, and hopefully he can do better. I'm not necessarily saying he don't deserve a platform or nothing, but if you're doing things like this and stuff comes your way, if someone wanted to say that he doesn't deserve a platform, I would not blame him, and I honestly cannot be mad at him, because he needs to be checked. It sucks that people like this get to a point of power to where they're able to make money off the internet, and these people they probably like that, the people that bullied people in high school and stuff like that. Their last growth spurt, they peaked in high school, as people say. And we really need to stop letting people like this be able to have a platform on the internet. And when you do things like this in public, not only does it represents your country and everything, it also represents people who do the same thing as you, who do our IRL streaming. There's plenty of people who do IRL streaming, but now that they see the negativity more than the positivity that IRL streamers be having, it affects them. There's plenty of other streamers, content creators that deserve to have that type of following that he has. Not as in the negative community he has, but as big of a following as he has. I'm not too sure how big his following is, but it has to be at least decent enough for him to make a living if he's able to go to Japan every so often and do these things. It sucks that people who are not the best of people get followings and they really don't deserve. I'm not saying that he didn't put in time before. If you did put in some type of time before and then you started doing that, it's just not right. There's so many other people who deserve to be able to have a community, have a opportunity such as him to be able to show themselves on the internet and make a better living for themselves. But you have people like this who are not a good representation of the internet community and the live streaming community, YouTube community. I know he's not YouTube, but they represent the internet community. And at the end of the day, they represent live streaming. And it sucks that we have people like that represent us, and they have these better opportunities that some streamers or content creators who are modest and don't cause chaos everywhere they go. I really hope he doesn't keep a fan base like this, keep popularity like this, unless he's going to change. But honestly, I don't believe he will ever change if it's just going to keep money coming in. But yeah, that's all I want to talk about. I just want to talk about this guy, Johnny Somali. How y'all feel about him? Y'all might watch him. If y'all do, then I mean, it is what it is. I can't really be mad at y'all. I know I can't be mad at y'all. If you watch what you watch, if you find it entertaining, you just find it entertaining. I can't be mad at you for finding it entertaining. So yeah, that's all I want to talk about. And yeah, I hope y'all have a good day. Bye.